Welcome to Rye Park Circuit in Hoddesdon, home of Formula One champion Lewis Hamilton. Today at Race Club, drivers of all ages race to put their skills to the test.
Children start at a very early age here. We can start them as early as 5 years old on our small track over the other side, where they can go in what they call a bambino kart and do some racing on their own or with some other small children. From there, at the age of 8, they can go into full MSA racing here at Rye House or any other track in England.
Ben's been karting since he started at the age of 3, on his 3rd birthday, and we're 2.5 years now karting. Although Ben's not allowed to race as yet, he can start racing at 8, and we're having great fun here.
You start racing at 8 years old and you move up through the various classes. When you're 8, you'll start in something like cadets or Honda Comas. Then you move up after a few years into Mini Max, and then Junior Max, and then Senior Max. Or you may, if you're overweight, move into Heavies.
I'm the 2nd girl in England. I'm 24-hour international champion. Currently riding the 3rd in Rye House Winter Series and hoping to make the move into cars later on this year. When I first got on the track, these boys bullied me a bit because I'm a girl and I'm like quite a girly one as well, so they thought they could bully me. But now I've earned my respect and they know not to touch me. I'm hoping to be DTM, which is German touring cars, and there's currently 2 girls in there. So obviously I look at them as a big influence in my racing, and I know it's an achievable goal.
Whatever stage you start your karting at, what you'd really like to look for is a sponsor. Now in karting, sponsors are very difficult to get because you're not really giving the sponsor much in the way of advertising or anything. So to get a sponsor, you've got to be really lucky and really talented.
I'm 15 years old. This is the beginning of my 2nd season. I began last year outdoor racing, but before that I've done 2 years of indoor karting where I hold the lap record at 2 tracks and came 2nd in the championship indoors. Moving outdoors is a big step up from indoors. There's a lot more money involved, the speed, the racing's more tense, and to do all this you need to have sponsors and people like that who can help you through the way.
There are talent scouts about and they will look for good drivers at various tracks. They may not even approach you at first, but they will look at you, see how you progress and then take an interest in you, just like they did with Lewis Hamilton.
I've been racing go-karts now for 11 years. I started in cadets at the age of 10. I raced them for 2 years. They're a 60cc engine, can do around 55 miles an hour. Lewis Hamilton's been racing since he was the age of 8. He was lucky enough to get picked up by Ron Dennis at a very early age, I think around the age of 12. And he's a perfect example of if you can get sponsorship and you can get money behind you, and obviously you've got the dedication, which Lewis clearly has, then you can make it to very high places in the motorsport world.
We like to think that we've got a few drivers here in the various tracks around the country who could eventually get into GP or Formula One, but it's very difficult. Don't raise your ambitions. Don't think that because you can race in a car and win that you are good enough to be a Formula One driver. 100% of drivers never make it. The other 1% do make it. And parents, don't try and make your kids do too much. It doesn't work.